My name is Stephen Adero, the champion of the Vision 2030. I'm here to talk about issues within our country. One, we recently saw the Eliud Owalo resigning from State House. Second, we are seeing Mr. President in the mountain, dividing mountain, climbing the mountain. Third, we are seeing ODM in a fresh talk with UDA. And as a young patriotic visionary citizen of this nation, nasema ya kwamba ODM iko kwa survival test. And William Samoei Ruto is on record during the 2022 campaign saying that ODM must fall. ODM must fall as a political party. And therefore, as the new leader of ODM, Odinga, is renewing the fresh talk between ODM and UDA, we are asking the ODM members plus the UDA members that what about the broad-based agreements that was signed, as all the things that was signed by His Excellency William Samoei Ruto and the Right Honorable Raila Odinga has been fully achieved. That's the bigger question. Now, this country we have some bad things happening because we cannot neglect an agreement that was already signed. Then we are now entering again into another fresh agreement. And I want to thank Sifuna and Ososi for boycotting that meeting because it has no value. It has no value completely. These people who want fresh talks with UDA and what are power hungry, they are money hungry, they have been looting this country for a very long time. And therefore, we want something for the youth. If the agendas of broad-based could have been fulfilled, then the new agreement between UDA, we could have, as members of ODM, we could have allowed it to be signed, new fresh talk to be signed. And you recently saw what is happening between Kanu and UDA. Gideon Moi is saying that he was introduced into an agreement that has never been fulfilled by fake promises of a CS, sijui what. So Gideon Moi of Kanu is still crying. ODM is still entering into new fresh talks with UDA, and we are saying all these plans are just to weaken ODM. And we want Sifuna and Ososi and the membership of ODM should follow the path of Sifuna. Sifuna is a wise guy, and when he talks from a point of sense. Because Sifuna lies with the last words of Baba Raila Odinga while at Machakos chairing the parliamentary group that ODM will not file ODM will work with President William Samoei Ruto until 2027 only. Beyond that, there was nothing. And I'm really to the point that when Raila Odinga could be alive now, then I think ODM and UDA could have parted ways long time ago. Let me talk about the bringing of Eliud Owalo. President William Samoei Ruto is on record saying that ODM must fall. So these are the avenues to make ODM fall. Because Eliud Owalo cannot even be in charge of a chicken house. He was Gor Mahia imemshinda. Kibra constituency imemshinda. So Eliud Owalo is a government project that Ruto is bringing in certainly to divide And Ruto wants to see ODM fall. That is the mission of of His Excellency William Samoei Ruto. And we are telling those people that love UDA should just resign from ODM or join UDA, because ODM, we the young Turks, the young voices cannot see the fall of ODM. We will not let ODM to fall. President William Samoei Ruto is in Karatina and Madeira. He is climbing the mountain. And therefore, the by-election that had just happened in Mbeere North, that is Mount Kenya, where Wamudende won the parliamentary seat, we saw how much was spent there. And the people of Mbeere North are suffering to this point. Hakuna maji Mbeere North. There is no electricity. Roads ni mbaya. And yet, William Samoei Ruto na his team is going to the mountain. And William Samoei Ruto has no 2027, he has no scapegoat. He either face the people, he either face the people with reality. Anasema ati tutampeleka pale for the second term on performance. And we want that performance. Sio tu kupanda gari kubwa kubwa, uende west, uende sijui central, uende mountain, sijui uende Rift Valley, hapana. You do your work. Work for the people of this nation. If you want your track record to show, then you should sit at State House, give orders, then your juniors and senior, you is to supervise and make sure that the people of Kenya wanapata maendeleo. Sio tu kukodesha gari kubwa kubwa, you are spending billions of revenues, billions of money, kuenda sehemu kadha kulaunch ma projects. That's wastage. And Mbeere North is the worst constituency in the Mount Kenya. People are crying. Mbeere North, there is no water. Mbeere North, there is no good roads. In Mbeere North constituency, and there was highlight at citizenTv showing the kind of lifestyle the Mbeere people are living. Yet the government spent over 600 million for a by-election in Mbeere North. Wamudende. Sijui Wamudende. So we are saying that it is time William Samoei Ruto sits and give orders for people to work, not to hire so many cars, wastage of resources, kuenda kutembea sijui central nini. If your track record is good, then people will re-elect you. Yes, I want to talk about Kiaru constituency and one gentleman called Ndindi Nyoro. Ndindi Nyoro, you are beyond average. In fact, you are a performer, because Ndindi Nyoro was chairing a very critical committee called the Finance Budget Committee. And you saw what happened. Alipigwa vita sana. The people mwenye alipiga Ndindi Nyoro vita, one of them was called Samuel Atandi. Yeah, Samuel Atandi. And Samuel Atandi, President William Samoei Ruto did for you a favor and given you that committee to chair. Wewe ulikuwa unasema Ndindi Nyoro anaiba pesa, anatengeneza shule kule kwao. Wewe sasa tunauliza kama wadu wa ODM, wewe unaiba unikupeleka wapi? Manake shule za huko Nyanza, huko mbaya zaidi, mbovu. Ndindi Nyoro is performing, and in terms of education, hata kama alitolewa kwa hiyo docket ya hiyo kama chair of the finance committee, he is still performing. Saa hii amesema watoto wa day school watakuwa wanaenda shule only at a fee of 500 shillings. Ndindi Nyoro is a performer, and I want these all MPs wachukue mkondo ya Ndindi Nyoro, Babu Owino. Those are performing. Those guys are performing. And therefore, if we want this country to prosper, then work for the people. Mr. President, if you want your performance for the re-election, then work for the people. Mimi kama youth sijapata Nyota Fund na unasema tuko second phase of disbursement of Nyota Fund. Sijapata mimi. Sijui mimi bado Gen Z. I'm a young Kenyan, and Nyota Fund was meant for the young, to empower youth, and I applied. So what parameter are you using to give Nyota funds? I have not received my Nyota fund, yet you are in the second phase of giving out Nyota fund. What Nyota fund haiko? So those are the propaganda that we don't want. Work for the people. Mimi ningepata Nyota fund sasa ningekuwa na kusifu mbaya. Lakini juu ya Nyota fund sijapata, hasra pia ulininyima. Work for the people, Mr. President. We want to see your record. For the re-election, work for the people. It's only remaining some few months to the general election. And therefore, if your track record, work for the people, Mr. Finally, with the youth of this nation, especially the Bunge la Wananchi youth leadership, we are saying that there is a formation of a national Bunge la Wananchi, and that conversation is already going on, and we are urging all bunges across the nation, from Mandera, Isiolo, Kakamega, Wajir, Turkana, Mombasa, Kwale, Nairobi, Migori, Homa Bay. We want this Bunge la Wananchi, National Bunge la Wananchi motion to be adopted, to be a topic of discussion, so that when it is formed, it comes from the people, not hijacking from the top rank. And therefore, in that order, we are saying that on February, with the youth of this nation, 14th February, we are calling for the National Bunge la Wananchi Youth Leadership Conference at KICC. Yeah. From that forum, we are going to discuss very important issues of this nation. One, we are going to discuss the proposed formation of National Bunge la Wananchi, that National Bunge la Wananchi. Finally, we are going to forge a new path around our political discourse. The path that will not appeal to violence, hatred. The path that will not appeal to violence, hatred, tribal, ethnicity, but as a path that will appeal to empowerment, development, for the prosperity of our nation. So on 14th February, KICC. Now youth leadership ya bunge zote nchini Kenya, we will converge at KICC. It will happen. Hapo tuta align na people that has vision for this nation. Kwa hayo machache, naomba asanteni sana.
Ngoja sana.